P-A-S-C-A-L. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. I hope you guys are all doing well out there and enjoying your Saturday. Man, it is Saturday. I'm happy it's the weekend, but here I am still on this show working like a damn psychopath. I don't know the word. I don't know the right phrase for this, but anyway, I am I'm very honored to be back here with you guys, chopping it up with you guys on this Saturday morning. Dag nabbit, there's some more information going on, and I feel like we're going to be very busy this weekend with more stuff because comedians are getting out here and putting in their 2 cents, y'all, about everything that happened on Sunday. They've had a whole week to figure it all out. They're using this opportunity now to get it all out on the stage. Now you see the title down below. It's real. Tony Rock still had more things to say, and he put it all out on the stage. Every stand-up comedian's sanctuary is the stage, getting it all out there and saying what they need to say on, off their chest, saying what they need to say. So we got to get into this, guys. And we also got this other piece that I didn't think would ever happen. The unthinkable happened, and I'm probably going to say that again when we get to the segment, but Monique officially ends feud with Lee Daniels, y'all. That is some interesting stuff as well. The unthinkable happened, y'all. You think one person that... It's interesting, as one black actor gets blacklisted, another one gets out the list. It's very interesting. It's very interesting how things are breaking down and how this is all unfolding. We got to talk about all these things and more. We got to get into it, guys. I don't have a whole lot of time. This is going to be a short Saturday show, but I'm happy to be here with you guys going through this crazy, psychotic, wild ride we call life. So before we jump into everything, please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Crush it, destroy it, make it scream out your damn name. All right, send those likes past 100 real quick. See a bunch of y'all starting to file in. Good morning, happy Saturday to all y'all. Maybe some of y'all Saturday night or Sunday morning right now, wherever you're watching this show right now. Hopefully you guys are safe and good. So hit that like button down below. And let's not forget to hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done that, that'll be really appreciated. Hit that subscribe button. Hit it so hard it shakes the very foundation of your private domicile. Okay? That's all I ask. Hit that subscribe button. Anyway, let's get into some of these stories, y'all, because we got some stories to get into, y'all. And I've said this a million times a second ago, and I'm going to say it again. I've said it on every single show. This is the story that seems to keep... This is like a gift that keeps on giving. More and more people are coming out, saying what they need to say, putting in their 2 cents about the slap that was seen and heard around the world. I mean, I of course I got to pull this back up because you can never forget what actually happened. Here's the wide and here's the tight, the wide and the tight. Yeah, some people thought it was fake. Some people saying, oh, can that be real? Is that really real? Mother lovers, it's real. What really happened. There's a lot of people that are very upset about this, especially the Rock family. There's some really interesting stuff going on, man. Tony Rock ain't done. Tony Rock is in no way, shape, or form done with this situation. He is not done. We got things to talk about, and I'm going to be putting in my 2 cents, but he was recently doing some stand-up, and he had a lot to say. We got the footage. We're going to take a look at that here very shortly, but of course, we got to get into the articles because that's, helps back up the proof of everything, and it helps tell a story. So let's get into this article right quick. Whoops. All right. So this is from page 6. Tony Rock slams Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, by the way, during comedy show. You gonna hit my mother effing brother? I mean, he basically said, come catch these hands in this stand-up. But you're gonna see it here in a second. And I don't know why these guys are in the shot, but that's okay. Because that's not them. That ain't Tony Rock. That looks like Tony Rock right there with his brother, Chris Rock. Also another fantastic storyteller, AKA stand-up comedian. Really, really great. Funny as hell. I recommend if he ever comes into your town, definitely go check out Tony Rock. Dude is hilarious. And he is a friend of the show. He has been on the show in the past. We had a really great time with him. Maybe I'll pull that up for a shameless plug so you can see that fun moment we shared with him on the show a few years back. But let's get into this, guys. Tony Rock recently hit the stage to vent about his brother Chris Rock being smacked by Will Smith during the Sunday night's Oscars. So I'm not going to say any of what he said. Well, I'll just read some of it. He said, if you think you're going to walk up on stage, this ain't the mother effing Oscars. People started to applaud. People were laughing, so on and so forth. Of course, he's upset. He was talking about the slap that we've all seen that Smith gave, administered to Chris Rock after making the G.I. Jane joke towards his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. We've all seen that ish. Everybody's mad. It's extremely polarizing. Some people are with this. Some people are not. Some people are getting emotional about this. Some people are going, hey, that's how you protect Black women, so on and so forth. There's other people out here that are mad about just the fact that, shoot, man, comedians are being put on the chopping block for the past 2 years, y'all. Comedians in general, it's terrible out here. It's absolutely terrible. And then you see something like this to happen. I'll put it back up there. I'm sorry. It just drives this bad boy home. Get what I just said? Drives this bad boy home. Anyway, it shows to everybody else out here that it's okay. That if you don't like what a comedian says in a joke, if you happen to sit in the front row and you happen to get roasted or a quick jab for a joke and you're in the front row and then suddenly you go, well, Will Smith did it, so I can too. And then next thing you know, people are going to be going up there, hopping up on a stage, assaulting comedians for just doing their job, making a damn joke, whether it was off color or well executed. Still not right. And this is a message. This slap that we've all seen is sending out a message to every single person that as soon as you feel like your feelings have been hurt, that you have a right to assault the comedian who made the joke. It's not right. It's not right. See, even my dogs agree. You feel me? They're like, nah, that ain't right, man. They're like, tell them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It sucks right now for comedians. It's been really tough. They've been on the chopping block for a minute now, y'all. And it's only getting worse. And that's not fair. And this slap, some people are going to see that and go, damn right. Because there are people out here that actually defend that slap, saying that was okay. Shoot, I think even Tiffany Haddish, if I'm correct. Even Tiffany Haddish was defending the slap. Even Tiffany Haddish, a stand-up comedian herself, was defending the slap. Like I said, this is where things start getting very, very hairy, and then you start seeing a possible trend, an uptick in trend, where everybody and their mama starts to assault each other because of a joke. That's not good. If you know you're walking into, let me just make sure you see my face when I say this. If you know you're walking into a comedy show, or you know for a fact that you're going to see a comedian present something, expect some jokes. Expect that comedian to roast people in the room. Just expect it and roll with it and let it roll off your shoulders. And if it's a big problem for you, why don't you step over to the side and you can have a conversation with that comedian later on in his or hers meet and greet. Don't jump on the stage and assault a person because of what they said. That's what I think. That's what I think. Now, I know it can get a little hairy if it's something that's racist, and if he's going out here and throwing out all this BS, racist rhetoric, and belittling you as whoever you happen to be, and it's him or them making generalizations about a group of people and throwing out racist words and creating some sort of racist narrative. Yeah. That's a different conversation. But I would hope that the entire room would be on your side trying to get that person to shut the hell up. That's what I think. But it was a joke. Period. Point blank. Full stop. It was a joke. Will Smith now is channeling. He is channeling this new vibe for everyone. Now everything has gone to a new level. I'm sorry for going on this tip right now, y'all, but I appreciate you blessing me with and granting me this grace and being able to say what I need to say here. But this is why I'm so frustrated. I'm not a stand-up comedian. I like to crack jokes. I like to have a good time. I like to laugh a lot. I like to poke fun at weird situations. But I do get serious about things. And this situation for comedians is getting really, really dangerous. Now it's gotten to a new level, y'all. At first it was the whole thing of, oh, he said this, that, and the third, so we need to cancel his ass. Then they get canceled, right? But now it's gone to this new level where comedians are now going to have to dodge. They're going to have to learn how to bob and weave. Real talk. They're going to have to know some jujitsu, some judo, some taekwondo, some karate before they even step on the stage. Because that is the vibe that Will Smith has just instilled into everybody's brain right now. Because if he does it, then everyone else thinks they can do it as well. I'm not saying everybody, but some people who are not thinking right automatically believe that they can do the same ish. And that's what's so frustrating about this. We need to protect stand-up comedians. And I understand it's not like it's all one situation. There are some real terrible stand-up comedians out there that do really bad things. I'm just going to say that really quick. That go up there and say racist things, say things that are homophobic, transphobic, all that stuff. That's not acceptable. If it's fueled with hate, that's one thing. But if it's just a joke, that's another thing. And you can tell the difference between those two things from delivery and from their vibe, their energy. There are people out here that are genuinely, these stand-up comedians out here that are genuinely good, that just are making a joke. And that's what I see when I see this whole situation with Chris Rock. He was just making a joke, and he was coming from a place of genuine love. That's what I think. It's just like, yo, it was a joke. Bro, it's a joke. That's why he's one of the best. That's why he's one of the best. That's why you see some of these comedians that did get thrown on the chopping block, some of them actually deserve to get cut. I'm going to say that. Some of them didn't deserve the power of holding that microphone no more. But some of these guys deserve a chance to get up there and speak their mind and defend themselves. But now you got Will Smith out here acting a damn fool, or acted a damn fool. And that's giving out a vibe for everyone, saying, oh, so if I got a problem with this stand-up comedian at that Helium nightclub or the Laugh Track or the Laugh Factory or wherever the hell these comedy clubs are called, if I got a problem with him, oh, I can just go up there and beat that ass. How's the other thing, too? Let's put this in consideration. Some other people are crazy enough to bring out the heater and start blasting. Real talk. Just saying. And that's the sad part of it all, too. Because somebody else is going to look at that and go, well, he hit somebody. Shoot. Pfft. And this guy just said this thing to me. Shoot. They march off into their car, come back, and start busting all up in the club. I'm just saying, guys. Will Smith, of all people, should not have done what he did. And now it's giving off a completely new vibe. And now we have our stand-up comedians out here that are going to be literally scared for their lives. There are other comedians that have stepped out and said that, y'all, that they're going, I'm scared to go up and talk. I'm terrified to go up there and do stand-up because I'm worried I'm going to offend somebody and I'm going to end up dead. Worse than just getting smacked in the face. Because, there's always somebody out there that's willing to take it to a whole nother level. We got to think about these things, y'all. Look, you see one video where somebody gets away with doing one certain thing. The next thing you know, you see somebody do almost the exact same thing, y'all, but it gets even worse. It's more extreme because they know in the past some other dude was able to do it before. So I worry for our stand-up comedians. Real talk. There's some real amazingly talented storytellers out here. And now it's all being shut down. Or they're going to be hitting a hard pause because of this BS that just recently went down on Sunday. And the fact that we're still talking about it to this day says something as well, y'all. Says something as well. I see about 2,000 people, 2,000 souls in the house. Welcome to the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and being a part of the conversation on all the platforms. Do me a favor. Before I get into the next thing, into this video and all that, please hit that like button down below. Send those likes past 1,000 likes. Let's get started. Hit that like button down below. Y'all are incredible. And of course, if you haven't done it yet, please, come on, hit that subscribe button, baby. Please, baby, please hit that subscribe button. Okay, if you're enjoying the conversations and all that, I really do appreciate y'all. You guys are incredible. Hit that subscribe button. But let's continue on. Like I said, I feel like this just translates into something deeper than what we are all allowing ourselves to look into. This is some serious ish, y'all. And we need to protect our stand-up comedians, because if we don't have that, then we don't have anybody really looking at the world in a comical and thought-provoking angle. Stand-up comedy is going to start dying here because of this kind of BS that we're seeing, that has transpired in front of us, that's been transpiring in front of us for the past 2 years, y'all. Ever since you can't go up and say anything anymore without somebody trying to destroy that person's life because they made a joke. Now it's all come to a head now. And we now have to look at this as a cautionary tale. And now we have stand-up comedians terrified to go up there because they don't want to either somebody go up there with a dinner knife, like a butter knife, and trying to stab them. I'm serious. I know that sounds insane, but that's the truth, y'all. That's what Will Smith just did, which is sad, y'all. Sad. It's so frustrating. Anyway, we got to get into this stuff, okay? So let's go. We already know Tony Rock, Chris Rock. It's Chris Rock's brother. He got like 10 brothers, y'all. He got a big family. The Rock family is big, okay? So these are 2 out of 10 brothers. A lot of rocks. A lot of rocks. And it's funny because Will Smith tried to smoke one of them. One of them rocks. Isn't that what Pookie does in the movie? Not the other way around. Okay. Moving on. All right. He says, I don't want to start the show like that. He continued throwing his hands in the air. You going to hit my mother effing brother because your B word gave you a side eye? Footage from the evening shows Smith laughing at Rock's joke until he noticed his wife was uncomfortable with the insult, then proceeded to approach the never scared comic and slap him across the face before screaming, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth." And we're going to look at this photo real quick again, because there is this photo where he is laughing. You see it right here. He laughing, y'all. He busting up. He cutting up. He's having a great time. She just rolls her eyes. And I mean, like I said, we don't see any other angle. We don't see if she taps him on the shoulders, like saying, "Sick 'em, boy." I don't know. I don't know if this was some weird MK Ultra thing where she said some word like, cucumbers. And then all of a sudden he just transformed into this psychopath suddenly. I don't know. Enraged freak of nature. I don't know. We don't know what happened in between the time that he was laughing and her rolling her eyes to the moment where he walked up on the stage. It happened so fast. But it's so weird. Yeah, it must have been cucumbers. You know what I'm saying? She must have been like, cucumbers. Or just tapped him on the hand, in Morse code, cucumbers, I don't know Morse code, but you know what I'm saying. And then maybe he just went like this MK Ultra shifted into some crazy thing. Insane, y'all. Insane. So, instead of us reading all this stuff, okay? Instead of reading all this stuff, let's just get to the video itself, shall we? Because I think it's worth the watch. And hey, so that this is not edited. This is totally unedited. And I'm giving you a fair warning. Language. So viewer or audibly something, discretion is advised. Okay? Just so you know. Let's get it.
Oh, we on pot for the rest of the year. Let's set some ground rules right now, y'all. Let's set some ground rules. If I say anything tonight, anybody got a fucking problem with? You got one motherfucking option what you can do about it. Absolutely nothing.
Facts. One thing I'll say too, we're gonna get through the whole thing, but I got to do this because of this BS. Unfortunately, I kind of have to do this. But one thing I want to say real quick too is, we on Pac. That's what he does say, because he walks out to a song by Tupac, and then he's like, "We on Pac for the rest of the year, y'all. We on Pac," and then he goes into this whole thing. But I feel like it almost like there's going to be like a conversation every single show, every single stand-up comedy show. So they're always going to sit there and go, "Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your hands and feet to yourself." Like you're about to jump into a freaking roller coaster ride. You know what I'm saying? Oh, before you come out, if you have a problem with anything, be sure to keep your problems to yourself. Sit at your table. Please don't go up and attack the comedian, so on and so forth. Realize that these are jokes. And remember this one old phrase: "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, you know the rest." I feel like every freaking stand-up comedian has to come out and say, "Hey guys, real quick, before I say any of these jokes, just so you know, I love y'all, and don't get after me like this, okay? We just making jokes. It's all for comedy's sake." But let's continue. It gets very interesting here.
Because if you think you're going to walk up on this stage, this ain't the motherfucking Oscars.
Blam. He ain't wrong. Like I said. He's like, "Yo, if you want to come up here, come get these hands, man. Come get these hands." Well, let's continue.
And if you walk your ass up here, you ain't nominated for shit but these motherfucking hands.
Bam. Is he wrong?
Oh, we on Pac the rest of the year, nigga.
He said, "We gonna Pac." I see some other people, other articles saying we gonna pop. No, we gonna pock for the rest of the year. I just want to make that clarification. We gonna pock for the rest of the year. He said we about to get street up in this piece. I don't care if you trying to come up to me. You about to get laid the F out. I will drop this mic and then drop you. That's what he's basically saying. He's like, this ain't the Oscars where I'm worried about losing my gig and all that. No. I'll give you the 2-piece real quick. Anyway.
Every time you see me do a show, Pac.
There you go, Pac.
I didn't want to start the show like that. You gonna hit my motherfucking brother?
Mm-hmm.
Cause your bitch gave you a side eye?
He said that. He said that, though. He said that. He said that, though. Okay.
Oh, it's a lot of rock brothers. Y'all ain't know it's a lot of rock brothers. It's 10 of us, motherfucker. You about to see all the rock brothers. You gonna be like, I ain't even know that nigga was a rock brother. That nigga a rock brother? That's a rock brother? I ain't gonna start the show like that, but I just wanna let y'all know that shit ain't gonna ride. That shit ain't gonna ride, nigga. I don't got a lot of shit to lose, nigga. So more gonna have me on the tour regardless. Y'all might never see me on TV again, but.
Okay. So you heard it. You heard it all, y'all. And that's the thing. This man ain't messing around. He's like, hey, not every show is the Oscars. I will take your life. If you try to come to step to me, you want to come to me? You know what I mean? He's like, nah, I ain't messing with that. So there you go. Chris Rock's brother, Tony Rock, said, hey, you want to step to my brother like that? Oh, it's on. He's like, the whole clan coming out. The whole crew is going to come out. My question to y'all is, do you blame Tony Rock for feeling this way? Real talk, do you blame him for feeling this type of way? Or no? Comment. Definitely comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Are you with this or no? Do you also think that Will Smith deserves this type of reaction from the family? Definitely comment down below on that too. But I will say this, like every corny ass Fast and Furious movie, family over everything. Family. It's family, man. It's family over everything. Family over everything. And if that was my brother or my sibling up there getting smacked, I'd be heated right now. I'd be pissed right now. Absolutely angry. How dare you put your hands on my sibling, my own blood. I will always protect my family. Always. So I don't blame Tony Rock for going up there and saying what he needs to say. But I also do think that he's saying some things here too on behalf of every stand-up comedian out here. Saying, y'all need to stop messing around thinking that us comedians just sling jokes. I'm telling you. He's like, think again before you think that we just sit here and just take it on the chin, for lack of a better term. Pun intended, not intended. Okay? High key, low key. You're basically saying, hey, man, not all of us are as nice as my brother. That'll keep it professional. Not everybody is as professional as my brother. Some of us will get straight gutter up in this piece and won't give two damns. But I don't blame Tony Rock for going up there and speaking his mind. This is his sanctuary. And I guarantee you, people are tuning in to Tony Rock to hear what he has to say about all this stuff that just has transpired. Let's be real. Everybody's wanting to know. And any of the other family members that are on stand up, that do stand up, I'm sure all of them, people are tuning in going, oh, wait, that's Chris Rock's brother. I want to hear what he has to say. So on and so forth. Of course, they're all trying to say something now. They all got something to say. And Nemesis Sim is not wrong. Will promoted violence. And now you got a lot of people out here thinking that they can do the same thing. And I feel like this is the reason why someone like Tony Rock has come out and said, hey, y'all don't even want to try this on this stage. So if I make a joke, you better not try to come at me. I will take you down. Because unlike my brother, I will hurt you. I practice jujitsu. I feel like now that's what it is. Every comedian nowadays is going to have to just practice jujitsu, judo, something. Like I said, some sort of martial arts, some sort of skill, so that they can survive just doing a stand-up show. And yes, I get it that people's feelings get hurt. I get that. People get offended. People's feelings get hurt. I get that. But there's always another way of transcendence. There's always a way of trying to be better than that person. Sure, the comedian may have made a joke, but it's a joke. When you start to emphasize and obsess about that joke, now the joke has life, has grown, and becomes bigger than just a 10-second moment of laughter. People will forget the roast or that stupid joke that was thrown at you if you just let it move on. But notice that everybody and their mama is out here talking about alopecia and Jada now, because Will Smith went out of his stupid way to walk up on that stage and smack the comedian who delivered the roast. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. For example, I want to point this out real quick. And I'll say this real quick. With Tony, I stand with Tony. I don't blame him for feeling this type of way. I don't blame him for being so angry. He has every right to be pissed the F off. He has every right to say what he needs to say. He has every right for that. That's his right as a comedian. And that's his right as freedom of speech, too. I hate to say that, too. But real talk, before we go into Monique and the unthinkable, I wanted to show you guys this too. Bam. Bill Maher, another known stand-up comedian, but now he has his own show, Real Time with Bill Maher. Like I said, another piece. Bill Maher says Jada Pinkett Smith should just put on an effing wig like everyone else at the Oscars, and is quote unquote lucky alopecia is her biggest medical problem. I'm telling you, this type of stuff would not be under this light, this much focus right now, if it wasn't for the slap. And if Will Smith just laughed and she rolled her eyes and nothing else happened, we would forget about the joke. Probably say it in passing one time, like, oh, he made a joke about Jada with her bald head and G.I. Jane, and we would have kept it moving, because there'd be another controversy to look at, or another thing, I'm sure, another viral moment that happened on the stage, I'm sure, or during that event. We would have looked at something completely different. In fact, we would have been praising Will Smith for him winning Best Actor for his portrayal, his performance in King Richard, period. But because he smacked Chris Rock in the face, now we have all this emphasis. Now he has just pushed it out onto its own platform for the world to sit here and judge. The court of public opinion is now looking at this and talking about this like crazy. Because he decided to put an emphasis and obsess about a small joke. That was a small joke, y'all. And I get it that alopecia still sucks. Some people think it's not that big of a deal. Underneath this thing, it says alopecia. This is what he says, Bill Maher, not me. This is what Bill Maher said. Some people are literally saying that as well, saying alopecia is not cancer. And I get it, but never underestimate the severity of what somebody's going through, right? So I won't sit there and knock that part, because some people really, man, there's a lot of people out here that loved having hair, long hair, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. And we already talked about that in great lengths. But at the same time, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now if it wasn't for Will Smith losing his damn mind and trying to drop bows on Chris Rock. Internationally televised. And now, of course, everybody's putting in their 2 cents. So, real quick, do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button down below. Send it past 1K. I'd love to see 1K. I see 4,400 souls watching the show right now. Y'all are amazing. Holy cow. Please hit that like button. Send it to 1K really quick. I see 4,000 plus people in the house. 1K should be just like that. Easy. Just boop. Hit the like button down below real quick. Send it past 1,000 right now, please. Doesn't burn any calories. Doesn't cost you a damn thing. Okay? Please. And of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I'd really, really appreciate it, okay? We're working hard out here in these streets, y'all. But I do have a super chat that I want to pull up here. Trenx Boy. Ben, thank you so much for the $20 super chat, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good job. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. We're here to have these conversations, y'all. And Gail R., thank you so much for the $5 super chat. It disappeared, but I still have it here. If you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen. Love your show. Gail R., thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I couldn't agree more. 110% agree. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous that a man who has been living his entire 50 years of life, 50 plus years in life, has a problem with one small joke. One. But here's another thing, though. We saw the true Will Smith. We saw the true Will Smith. He exposed himself. We saw what he probably is like behind closed doors on a bad day when he's upset about things. We saw what he looks like during the whole entanglement situation before they went live and talked about all that stuff. Just saying. We saw the true nature of Will Smith. He is not what he says he does. He does not transcend and not choose violence and all that ish. He does its opposite day with his ass. He writes about it. He talks about it on his YouTube channels and all that. But he faking the funk, y'all. He faking the damn funk. And that's frustrating, y'all. That's very, very frustrating. It's a damn shame. Real talk. It's a damn shame. Before we move on to this next topic, we are almost at 1K. Hit that like button down below. Hit it. Please, please, please. I'd really, really appreciate it. And the reason why I'm bringing up this next story is because I found it very interesting, and I'll explain here in a second. So please hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button, okay? For all y'all that are watching the show, I do appreciate all y'all, okay? 4,000 4,000 souls in the house. My mind is still blown. And I appreciate all y'all for taking the time to listen to my stupid ass. I really do appreciate it. Okay. But we do need to talk about this next story because it's just as interesting and just as important. And I think it's a positive one too. So we've got to talk about this here in a second. But I will say this too. I do have a secondary channel, shameless plug, but I got to do it. Please go follow the Pascal Show clips. I've been starting to put out clips from these longer formatted shows and put the clips of the topics that we're doing over there, so that sometimes you don't want to watch a whole hour show. You just want to hear the meat and potatoes, right? You just want to hear me get to the headlining stories or the topics at bay, right? So please do me a favor and go to the secondary channel. I'm going to pin this to the top. Thank you so much, Lady Justice, for being dope as hell. She's one of the dopest mods out here, and she's a co-host of the show. You'll see her on the show every once in a while. So I appreciate you doing putting in the second channel. It is called the Pascal Show Clips. It is at the top of this chat right now, pinned to the top. So please go and do me that favor. Hit that subscribe button over there as well. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers over there because I know that sometimes these shows can get very, very long, and not everybody wants to watch all of the show. So please hit that subscribe button, okay? Over there as well. Gail R. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat again. The body language guy explains how this happened. Is extremely interesting. Check it out after this show. Yeah, you know what? I've seen the body language guy before. I will definitely check that out later. There's another guy that I follow. I forgot his name. He's I think he's a psychiatrist or something like that. And he did an amazing breakdown. I mean, his stuff is very, very bland. It doesn't have a whole lot of fluctuation in his voice, but he is very interesting. His analysis of Will Smith's acceptance speech, I feel, is absolutely spot on. Yes, Dr. Grande. Thank you. Yes, that guy. Dude is brilliant, in my personal opinion. Like I said, it is a little drawn out. He kind of reminds me of Clear Eyes. You know that guy? Remember that guy with the boring monotone voice type thing? He is that kind of guy. But he has a really great analysis of his acceptance speech. It's just he kills it. He annihilates it. Okay. And it's funny because he does throw in jokes, but you don't know if he's doing a joke because his voice is so monotonous. It's hilarious. But you don't know it's a joke unless you're like, wait, was that a joke? Oh, bro was throwing out jokes. Oh, okay. But he was funny. He had some things in there, but he says it in a way you got to catch him. You got to listen. Mojo, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Love your show. Will needs to move on from Jada. She's the problem. I absolutely agree with that as well. Let me say this. I think it's that time. I really do think it's that time that they need to come to terms, come together, have a roundtable conversation with themselves, not on a show, but a real talk conversation about what they're going to do in their relationship, because I think he's hurting too much. She dismantled that man. And why I say dismantled and not destroyed is because she took him apart piece by piece. She didn't just walk in and just let a grenade go off in the middle of the room where there's just pieces of him everywhere. No, she dismantled this man. Piece by piece, screw by screw, nail by nail, dismantled Will Smith. I got the photo here real quick before we go on to this next story. Let me show you this. And you can see right there, look at this. This is a man that is broken. This is a man that has been dismantled over, I don't know, years of this or not. Of this kind of experience in this relationship. Years, y'all. Bloody years. Okay? She did this piece by piece. But here's the thing, though, too, and this might blow y'all's minds before I go into this other super chat here. This might blow y'all's minds, so get ready for it. Get ready for it. You can't put all the blame on Jada Pinkett Smith. You have to put the blame on Will, too. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because Will Smith has been allowing this to happen. He's been allowing her to do what she has been doing to him. He is letting it be what it is. Now, like I said, I'm not a fly on the wall. I am not here. Like I'm not their best friends. I don't have any, connection to the family or anything like that at all. This is all speculation. But at the same time, he is still allowing her to do what she does. And I'm not sitting here saying allowing he a man and he's supposed to be in control and all that masculinity. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying if he's had a problem with it, why didn't this mother lover talk about it? Why didn't he go up and say, hey, honey, stop. Nah. Jada. Nah. Jada. Nah. He didn't do that at all. He didn't. Because if he did, they would have stopped. Whatever was going on would have stopped. Here's the other thing, too. The entanglement. 3 o'clock and I'm faded, right? I love it. That whole thing, right? I'm going to get to these super chats. I promise you I will. And I appreciate all of them, okay? There was an opportunity for Jada to get in front of that situation and snuff that ish from going out there like it did. But she didn't. Also, instead of choosing to just stay silent, for example, instead of staying silent about this ish, they go on Red Table Talk and bring his ass on. Let me throw that photo one more time. Like I said, they throw his ass on the show. She pulls his ass onto the show for this. And then in that whole one, I'm not going to pull up the video or anything like that because I don't want to, I don't have a whole lot of time and I want to get into the next story. But even during this whole thing, she goes, I just wasn't happy. I just wanted to find happiness. I just needed to be satisfied. She says it on the damn Red Table Talk. Let me say this too. She has final cut decision. And she didn't even do that, y'all. She didn't go, maybe that's not so cute for my husband. No, that makes it look really bad for my husband. Hold up, though. Can we recut this around a little bit? Yes, he does look sad. He looks tired. He looks ragged. But maybe out of respect to my husband, to my partner, maybe we should cut some of this stuff out because I don't know. Because it's been so long since I've been happy. It's been so long since I've been sassified. This is what she said in the thing. And they kept that. They didn't put it they didn't leave it on the cutting room floor. They put it out there. And then she continued on with more stuff onto her show. And then he had to go out and do interviews on magazines and stuff and go, no, it ain't an open relationship and there hasn't been any infidelity. I don't know what y'all talking about. But I'm going to lose this weight, though, and write this memoir real quick while she's doing whatever the hell she wants and tarnishing the Will Smith or the Smith family name. I'll say it. It's bad, y'all. It's very, very bad. I got super chats. Let me get into this really quick. Marloka, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. The comedian Paul Rodriguez, about a month ago in a podcast, said that in the movie Ali, Will got abusive with him. See, I didn't know. Ali, I didn't know. Now, that's interesting information. I'm going to have to look that up sometime soon here. I got a couple other super chats, so let me get through these really quick. But I'm saying this again. Not only did Will Smith, or not only is Jada Pinkett Smith bad in this situation and all this that led up to it, right? All the bull that led up to this ultimate moment, but it's also Will Smith's issue. It's also Will Smith's fault because he allowed this to happen. You could flip it around because I don't want any ladies out here thinking, oh, so because he's a man, he's supposed to be all, controlling his woman and stuff. Hold up. Time out. That's not what I mean. You flip it around. If Jada was the one being talked about with this whole entanglement thing, and she went up and smacked a woman in the face on stage, we'd still be talking about it. And we'd sit there and say that Will Smith is toxic as hell too. But then as well, we would have been sitting there going, well, it's on Jada too, because she's allowing it to happen. Instead of going up to her partner, whom she's supposed to have that communication, that back and forth, the two-way street of communication with her spouse, he would have been known. This is not cool. Yeah, you're right, baby. I won't put this all on blast on my podcast. I'm about to be the Black Joe Rogan, my bad. But out of the sake of our relationship, instead of using this to secure a bag, instead of exploiting the privacy of our relationship, the intimate moments that we share behind closed doors, I'm going to honor our relationship. I ain't going to talk about it here. I'm not going to talk about it on my platform. I'm sorry, baby. That's how it should have gone down if it was Jada. Like, if we go back to the original breakdown of Jada having a talk show and Will Smith having to deal with this ish, she becomes more praised in certain worlds, and he's getting emasculated and humiliated. She's exploiting the hell out of his stuff for her own financial gain, and that's bad. But Will Smith is also allowing it to happen, and that's something he needs to work on with himself. Let's get into this other super chat. Sandris Rux, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I agree with Tony Rock. How are you going to hit my sibling when he did nothing wrong? I don't agree with him calling her the B word, but I understand his anger. Yes, I don't agree with the B word, but at the same time, freedom of speech, he's allowed to say that on the stage, and he's angry and all that. And I think that we all have some very colorful words for someone who is sitting there saying some BS about or doing something rude to our loved ones. We would all have some colorful ass words. Real talk. We would have some colorful words. Trust. Even myself, who tries to keep it somewhat clean up in this business, IE on this platform, man, if this happened to my siblings, if this happened to my family, woo, y'all would be shocked. The words would come out my mouth. Real talk. I wouldn't give two damns. At that point, you're not a woman to me. You're not a man to me. Now you're just that piece of trash that did something to my family. And like I said, Fast and Furious, family over everything. Family is all about family. Over everything, y'all. Let's get to this other super chat. Thank you so much, Trex H Boy, Trex Boy, Ben. Thank you so much, man. Shoot. Thank you so much for the $100 super chat, bruh. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Thumbs up emoji. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. And I appreciate the $100 super chat. It's been a minute since I've seen a $100 super chat. Bruh, man, that means a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you again. I really do appreciate it. I see over 4,100 souls in the house. I'm going to say this again. I know we went past 1K, but let's see if we can get it past 2K before the end of this show. Please get it to 2,000 likes. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's free to do that. It helps my channel grow. I'd really appreciate it if you like the conversation and the things that I'm talking about. Please hit that like button down below. Send it past 2,000 likes right now. And of course, hit that subscribe button. Shameless plug. Hit that subscribe button. I love every single last one of y'all. Okay. But we got to get into this next piece of the story. We got some more stories. The unthinkable happened, y'all. Ooh, let me pull this up really quick. Trisha McDonald, thank you for the $2 super chat. Smith misinterpreted the joke, meant to uplift and support. Ooh. I don't know about that. I think he literally was just making a bald joke. But I see it as an opportunity that maybe producers in that vicinity, if they saw it, maybe they would have been like, you know what? Maybe we should do a G.I. Jane reboot. And we have her as G.I. Jane. She kick ass. She do amazing. You've seen her in the Matrix movies, and you saw her in I forgot the something Knight, Demon Knight, where she's kicking ass and taking names. I mean, those are old movies, but she still kicked ass. She was still killing it. She's done plenty of movies where she's been in action, certain characters. She was in Set It Off. She did a great job in Set It Off. I do wish that this transpired into something different. You know what I'm saying? And then she's just the star of a brand new version of G.I. Jane. Just a reboot. Yes, Gotham as well. I mean, she's been in a bunch of stuff. And she bad as hell. Yeah, she's gorgeous. We already know that. We've been known that. But I would have killed to see that stuff, man. But unfortunately, that's not the case here. Because they're both going to be blacklisted. Speaking of blacklisted, I think it's very interesting that we have Will Smith now being blacklisted. And now we got Monique that is stepping out from the shadows of being blackballed or blacklisted for 13 some odd years. It's almost like they don't have a lot of space on the blacklist, on the blackballed list. So as soon as they go, hey, Will Smith's in there, we got to get somebody out. So they pull out Monique. And the most interesting, unbelievable turn of events here, Monique, and isn't this precious? Monique and Lee Daniels patch precious feud after 13 years, y'all. I'm just saying, it's just interesting how things work out. She'll replace Octavia Spencer in Netflix thriller Demon House. Remember, I have to say this too really quick. With Netflix too, Monique's had been having an issue with Netflix like a mug, with her stand-up comedy specials and all that stuff. So I find this very interesting that Netflix is welcoming her with arms wide open. It's weird. It's very weird to me, but hey, you ain't wrong. First one, Holly weird. Real talk. So welcome to the weirdness that we got. Okay. So let's get into this article. We got the video too. We got a video. It's really beautiful though. I have to say this because the power of forgiveness is really a beautiful one. And one thing that I love about this is how they've finally starting to move forward and move on. Excuse me. Starting to move on and do something different. And I think Monique is, like, I agree, A-Lady. Monique is an incredibly talented woman. She's really, really funny. And she deserved that Oscar when she won for her portrayal in Precious. She kills that movie. But we got some stories to tell. We got some things to talk about. Like I said, it's the unthinkable. I really thought that this would never end. But it looks like it's finally starting to end, which I'm really happy about. Let her get back in some movies, dag nabbit. And also, there's another question I got to pose to you guys here in a little bit once we get to the article, once we get through some of this article. So, after not speaking for 13 years, Oscar winning Precious star Monique has been set by that film's director, Lee Daniels, to replace Octavia Spencer in Demon House, an exorcism film package that Netflix acquired after a brisk auction in January. Spencer had to bow out of the star-studded film because of scheduling conflicts with her Apple TV television show, Truth Be Told. I've only seen like 5 seconds of that show. I wonder if it's any. I wonder if that show is actually any good. But apparently, it's doing very, very well. I guess they're going into their third season over there, which is wild. Monique, who has last worked with Daniels in the celebrated 2009 film Precious that brought her an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress, will take over the role of a social worker who helps a family through a series of exorcisms. Demon House reunites Daniels with Oscar-nominated the United States and versus Billie Holiday star Andra Day, who will star with Glenn Close, Don't Look Up's Rob Morgan, Stranger Things' Caleb McLaughlin, I think that's how you say it, and Ingenue Ellis, later of whom is fresh from an Oscar nomination for King Richard. So star-studded cast, all this stuff. Now, real quick, so that we can kind of get a better understanding of what's going on, I'm going to give you guys kind of a quick breakdown of what happened here. So Lee Daniels got this opportunity to put together and direct this movie called Precious. It was a low-budget, independent film. He brought in his good friend. They were very, very good friends, Monique. Monique got paid about $50,000 for her role. So then the movie got done, was starting to, make its way around, and the word was getting out there about this movie. So much that you had Tyler Perry and Oprah that stood up and were talking about this movie like, this movie Precious is something else. It is an amazing movie. You need to check it out. And yes, it's a great movie. And I'm going to tell you this too. Monique's performance is fire. She deserved every bit of that statue that she got. She kills it. But she got 50 G's, y'all. 50 G's for her portrayal in that movie. So after this started to create some buzz, this is what it all says in the stories now, okay? Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, Oprah, and the whole lot. Once they got their hands on it, they started to push it even more and get it out there. Started doing some international moves out here. So they asked Monique, can you please go out there, do some press junket, go travel, promote this film, so on and so forth? She said, hey, I was not contractually asked. It's not in my contract to do that. I only got $50,000 for it. And now you're asking me to go travel all over the place. This was not part of my contractual agreement. Okay. Not Will Smith, sorry. Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels take this offensively to the point where they blacklist Monique. Now, Monique goes out there trying to defend herself, trying to defend her brand, her image. They went out of their way to basically blacklist her, saying that she is impossible to work with, so on and so forth. Now, what sucks is that because that image was put out there for everyone to see, before she was able to even rebuttal, as soon as she started to talk, everyone started saying, oh, this girl crazy. Yeah, I can see she's being impossible to work with. See how she's doing this, that, and the third, how she's carrying herself with all this stuff that's going on. Okay. It's because of what they put out there first. They blacklisted her. They really did. They ruined her. Yes, Lori Hensley. They ruined her. And what's interesting is that we all were quick to look at her. We all, even myself, I'm not sitting here saying that. I'm not pointing the fingers. I'm just saying we all were quick to jump on that narrative of she's impossible to work with. Also, I'll say this too. Okay, we were quick to believe this whole thing when the entire time she was telling the truth. Huh. Interesting, right? There's a moment where she was recording an interview or a conversation that she was having with herself, her husband, who she calls daddy, which I find a little strange, but that's another conversation. They were recording an interview or a conversation, herself, her husband, and Tyler Perry. And even Tyler Perry during this recording is going, I'm so sorry for what we did. He's apologizing for his actions. But people still thought she was crazy for even exposing Tyler Perry during that recording. Then on top of that, people instantly thought she was crazy again when she sat there saying, I should be getting paid more for my Netflix special or for my special that Netflix wants to buy from me. I should be getting paid more. I've done this, this, and this. These are all my accolades. These are all the things that I've accomplished. These are my awards. I'm highly decorated. Yet you are willing to pay Amy Schumer, who steals jokes, X amount of dollars, and you're willing to give me scrappings? People thought she was crazy then too. But then, now we are here. Lee Daniels says in this video, which we're going to see, because there's a lot of clips, different clips of this. And he sits there, he apologizes to her wholeheartedly. But isn't it interesting, though, because of what they put out as a narrative, how quickly we will jump to that narrative and believe that that is exactly what it is. All this time, we thought this girl was absolutely bonkers, y'all. And in fact, she wasn't crazy at all. All she was trying to do was go back and do what she loves, which is to perform, which is to do her business, which is to do her job, tell stories, and make money and survive. And yet you had three people, Daniels, Oprah, and Perry, that stood in front of that right in front of those gates and said, nope, you can't get in. And we're going to tell everybody behind these gates some BS about you that isn't entirely true. Wild stuff, right? Wild stuff. She fought for this. She fought for this for 13 years. So we're going to take a look at some of these videos, y'all, because it's crazy it's crazy to think that this is the kind of stuff that one would have to go through. And never underestimate, I'm going to say it here too, never underestimate the power and the ugliness of a rumor, because we're so quick to believe the rumor and then keep looking. Because of how everything's angled, we just look at somebody like Monique and go, oh yeah, she's just crazy. Yeah, she's crazy. This is the reason why. Look at how she's acting. She's crazy. I even did it myself. I'm going to be real. I did it myself. Okay, I'm guilty of doing that. I'm guilty of doing that. This is the reason why it's so important to look at the facts before you automatically leap into your own assumptions. And yes, first one, I agree. It is a full display of an abuse of power. And what sucks, I'm going to hold that part. I got more to say. I got a lot to say about this. I do. You know, this is a talented woman that didn't get a chance to do not a damn thing. And that sucks. But we're going to get into it. But real quick, before we go into this video, please hit that like button down below. Send it to 2,000 likes, please. Real quick. That's so easy for us to do. Hit 2K, please. Hit that like button down below. And again, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. And of course, please hit that subscribe button on my other channel, The Pascal Show Clips. I'm working my way towards 1,000 subscribers over there. I'm putting out more clips and all that over there on that platform. So please hit that subscribe button over there. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into some of this video. Like I said, there's a bunch of different videos here. So I'm just going to pull this one up. It may be a little discombobulated, but we're going to roll with it. Okay, y'all? Okay.
I don't ever want us to lose that magic again.
Now, let me tell you, sometimes in life, you get caught up, you know? When you a nigga and you come from nothing, you get blinded by some shit. And it took me a long time to realize. I am so sorry for hurting you in any way that I do. Y'all, she was my best friend. My best friend. Y'all think that Precious was just, that was God working through both of us. And we gonna fucking do it again.
So there's that video. I mean, there's other ones here too, but and you know, I have some thoughts about this personally. You know, like one, I am happy that she's getting what she wants. I am very, very happy about that. But a part of me is kind of sad. And you might be going, why does this make you sad, Pascal? Why? Well, okay. I'm really, really happy that she's getting the apology that she's been waiting for 13 years. Tyler Perry did apologize to her a few years back. I think Oprah still hasn't said anything, and I think she's just trying to take, I think in her mind, the high road. But the one thing that I think is really sad about this whole thing is that the only reason why she's able to get out here and work again right now is because Lee Daniels has come up to a stage and said he's sorry. She wasn't able to go to any other person, any other avenues to work, to go and do some more movies, to go and do some more TV shows, whatever. Even to go and successfully do some dope ass stand-up shows and tour like a crazy person, you know, really make some serious money and be really successful. For 13 years, she had to sit and wait to get him to go, all right, I'll come over and I'll apologize live. Yes, I'm happy about it. I'm happy that they have come to terms and they're making sweet friendship love together. I'm happy about that. But I feel sad for her that she still has to go through this route so that she can go and work again. Yes, there's positivity. I'm glad that these two Black creators are coming together after 13 years and is showing that forgiveness is an amazing thing and can be it could be beautiful. It could be a very relieving and releasing experience. Finally letting something go. Finally moving on and being better. Also showing that you are being adults. Showing that humans can forgive and can be better. Can learn from their mistakes. But here's the part that frustrates me. She's waited 13 years so she can get that sign of approval so that she can be out here in these Hollywood streets with her head held high And so that she can step onto a movie set and be respected. And so she can actually work again and not be blacklisted or blackballed as this hard to work with crazy woman who's just all about ego. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm very happy about forgiveness. Even that dance makes me, where he goes, oh, we gonna do it again and all that. It's a beautiful thing. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing. And we all need to do this more often, because there's plenty of people, I'm sure, in all of our lives that we have had a grudge with that we still don't even mess. I don't mess with that mother loving shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't mess with that dude. He smells like old cheese. You know what I'm saying? That if you only just sat down and talked like humans, like adults, and pushed away all the petty BS, maybe you guys can come to an actual apology and move forward, either as friends, going down the path of life together as friends, or apart, but at least you'll have clarity. So I do appreciate that. But you see this moment right there where she has her head on his shoulder. It's kind of like 13 years, I can finally work again. 13 years, thank you, I'm not crazy. I told y'all I'm not crazy. Finally, I could work again. But that's why I'm upset, because he had to give the stamp of approval so that she could work again. And that's not how it should be. Because here's the thing. Even with Will Smith, like going back with Will Smith really quick. Even with Will Smith, let's keep it straight funky, y'all. Even if he gets blacklisted, there's going to be plenty of movie makers out here that are going to be down to have him on in their movies because it's Will Smith. That didn't happen for Monique. Even after she won that Oscar, didn't even make her talent even more attractive. They just said, well, she's blacklisted by the 3 horsemen of Black Hollywood. Sorry, sweetheart, you're just gonna have to sit and wait your turn. But with Will Smith, he ain't gonna have to worry about a damn thing. Sure, he may not be in those big blockbuster movies ever again, but he's gonna be in a bunch of independent films. He's still gonna be able to exercise his acting muscles. So yeah, I look at this and I'm happy. Real talk. I'm happy for Lee Daniels and for Monique coming to terms and being adults about things and not letting money and fame get in the middle of their relationship. And they actually were able to talk about this and move forward. But at the same damn time, that's still 13 years that she has been waiting for this approval so that she can work again. There's that reality. That is definitely a reality that we need to be looking at. And it's sad. But I will say on a positive note, to end this show or to wrap up this show, I think it's extremely important. Whoops about that. I think it's extremely important to remember that forgiveness is a wonderful thing. And if you have somebody out there that you've had a long-standing grudge with, if there's any crack in the door where there's a little shimmer, little sliver of light, which I mean like redemption, forgiveness, apologies, being able to move on, if you're able to do that, then do it. I look at this too. It's 13 years of a grudge. And they're finally going like this and saying, we're creating together. We're collaborating. Yes, I'm upset, or yes, we were upset, but we moved forward. And as creatives and as mature adults, we are going to push forward, and we're going to show proof positive with this new movie or this new series on Netflix, Demon House. And we're going to do this together. We're going to push forward and we're going to collaborate as storytellers. If they can move on from their 13-year grudge and create together and collaborate? Some of y'all out here that have your 13 plus, 20 plus year grudge over that one drunken night you were hanging out with your family and all that BS, and something transpired kind of ish, some conversation that went too far, something like that. Y'all still have a grudge for 25 years? If they can find forgiveness, y'all can find forgiveness too. That's all I want to say. Remember that. Remember that. Forgiveness is a wonderful and beautiful thing. And some of us want to keep our grudges and take them to the grave with us. Man, we only have one life, y'all. Okay? Just like that soap opera, one life to live. Okay? We only got one life. You get an opportunity to sit down with that person, your arch nemesis or whatever, I just say, go and do it. Move on. Yeah, sure. You're not going to, maybe you guys won't be best friends, chilling, sharing drinks with each other and all that stuff and telling each other your deepest, darkest secrets anymore, but still you'll be able to move on. That is a chip and huge weight that can be lifted from your shoulders. So I say that. That's what I mean by I see this as a positive. We can all learn from this story. We can all find forgiveness with people that we don't get along with anymore. Just take some time to sit down and actually listen to each other. And that's the thing with forgiveness. I'm sure with them, that argument, I'm sure, was pretty ugly for a little bit. But then they came to terms. They got their emotions out, right? They vented at each other. They said what they needed to say. They probably broke down, held each other, hugged, and said, hey, we're going to be stronger now. Let's be better. And I say that to all y'all. Let us all be better. We can all find forgiveness in our hearts with the people that we may have been on weird terms with. So I recommend that. Just try it. And hopefully I'm right. Hopefully you'll thank me later. Okay? But anyway, guys, that is the show. I appreciate all y'all for being on. Hey, real quick, I know y'all want to do this, so just do this for me here. We're almost at 2K, 2,000 likes on this show. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below right now. Just do it. Just boop. Like I said, doesn't burn a calorie. It's free, and it helps this channel. Please help a brother out. I'd really appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it. We're 200. We're less than 200 away from 2,000 likes. Before you head off, just hit that like button. That's all I'm asking. Okay? Oh, sweet. Jane, that's sweet of you, Jane. Thank you so much. You need to go on Oprah. Man, I would love to sit down and talk to Oprah. Real talk. I would love that. I'd kill for that. I'd be a nervous wreck, but I would kill for that. Come on, man. We're here to learn and transcend and be better human beings out here. Okay? We're here to be better, stronger, better, smarter, faster, sexier even. Okay? Because God forbid, you don't want to be like Will Smith out here not being able to keep your wife sassified or your loved one sassified. That sucks. Okay? So please, before you go off and leave, hit that like button down below. We are almost at 2K, 2,000 likes. Come on, y'all. Just do me that solid. Hit that like button. Hit that like button real quick. That would mean a lot to me. Medusa. Woo! Thank you so much for the $50 super sticker. Have mercy. Thank you so much. We had a $100 super chat and a $50 super chat. Y'all are incredible. Y'all are something else. I appreciate the love and the support. Okay, every bit, everything from 99 cents all the way to $1,000 super chats. I really do appreciate the love. Okay, but like I said, hit that like button down below. We're less than 100 likes away from 2,000. Just hit it. Come on, man. and then I'll end the show. Just hit the 2K. Just hit 2K. We're almost there. Keep hitting that like button down below. Hit it. Okay? I'd really, really appreciate it if you enjoyed the conversation. Man, please do me that solid. And of course, real quick as well, before you all head off and then you never remember me, you just forget who I am, okay? The show's called The Pascal Show. Do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button, okay? Do me that solid. That would really, really mean a lot. Hit that subscribe button. We are marching towards 100,000 subscribers. And it'd be great to have you part of the Pascal Show family. Every last new face that's been in the chats, every last new soul that has been sending out super chats and putting in their 2 cents. It has been a blessing to have you guys here on the show. And I cannot wait to grow with you guys and get to know every single last one of you guys more. So please hit that subscribe button. I'd really, really appreciate it. We are less than 100 from 2K. Hit that like button. I'm going to stay here until we hit 2K. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand right here and I'm just stare at you guys without even saying anything. I'm lying. I'm going to keep talking, but still hit that 2K. Hit that mother loving 2K. Just hit that like button down below. That's all I say. Just hit it. Don't be shy. Hit the like button. Hey. Hit that like button, okay? I'll look at some of these other comments real quick. Y'all are funny. Moonbean7 says, this is not a joke to humiliate someone for having a personal issue that she did not bring on herself, and that cannot be cured, all for the sake of gaining attention or making humor. That is low. Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying on that for sure, Moonbeam. I mean, like we've said before, there were 2 wrongs that didn't make her right in this situation. The joke was not funny. I didn't laugh personally. It was kind of like a bruh. Literally, I was like, you know what I mean? Wasn't cute, but at the same time, shoot. Still doesn't mean he should be getting smacked in the face by one of the biggest movie stars, one of the biggest black movie stars that we have out here. Period. And I'll say this too. If this was Denzel, I feel like it wouldn't be out of character, in my personal opinion, if he smacked him in the face, but I still wouldn't think it was cool at all as well. I would not think it was cool because we've seen him in these movies, just, you know, Denzel being Denzel. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We already seen him do that. You know what I mean? But still wouldn't be cool. I'd still be like, that's wrong. That's no bueno. Okay. We on Pac. You feel me? Yeah, live and learn. Lotto Lot. Thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. We made it to 2K, 2,000 likes. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Y'all are incredible. Wow, what an incredible Saturday show. Y'all have been so amazing. The support has been real up in this Biznae. You guys are incredible. You know, of course, I'm going to say this because I have to. Hit that subscribe button down below. Keep supporting this channel if you can. There's a join button down below as well. Become a family member, or you can also join my Patreon because we got some stuff going on. You keep on wondering, why? What's going on, Pascal? You say you've been working on this project. Well, go over to my Patreon, man, and go check it out. Damn. Open your eyes, man, and see it for yourself. Damn. And you'll see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, you'll see exactly what the hell I've been up to. Okay, so I appreciate all y'all's support. You guys have been really, really amazing. Keep up the great, amazing work on yourselves and with the people around you. Okay, and again, one more time, forgiveness can be a very beautiful and powerful thing. So if you have somebody that you need to sit down and chop it up with, please do so. One last question before I head off. Zozo Bob, Pascal or Pascal, thank you. Pascal. Any studio news. If you go to my Patreon, shameless plug, you'll see everything. Yesterday I was cutting out holes in walls. Go to my Patreon, join my Patreon, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm hoping that this is the final weekend of installations. The room is looking stupid, y'all. This room is looking redunculous, and I cannot wait to show you guys. It has been beautiful. It's beautiful, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to share with all y'all. But you're going to have to check it out on Patreon. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that I'm putting up there and all that. So please, go over to my Patreon, dag nabbit, okay? And check it out. It's been quite the journey for the past month-ish of doing this. There's so many new transitional things that are going on in my life right now, and it's very exciting. I'm just going to be real. It's very, very exciting. Everything's coming up roses right now. And I cannot wait to share it with all y'all. But if you want to know more, join my Patreon. I got a lot of stuff going on over there. And you can see the behind-the-scenes footage there. Okay? But anyway, guys, it is time to get going. I love all y'all. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to hit that like button. Even though we hit the 2K, you can still hit that like button. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Enjoy your Saturday, guys. Be positive out there. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll talk to you guys very, very soon, okay? Much love to you all. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.